Everything international students in the UK need to know about work, tax, and banking in one place with the real numbers. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how many hours you're allowed to work, what's completely banned, what tax you'll actually owe, and how to get set up with a bank account. Let's get into it. Before we even get to freelancing, there's a work limit most students don't fully understand. If you're an international student on a UK student visa, you're allowed to work, but only up to 20 hours a week during term time. That's a hard cap, not a suggestion. It doesn't matter if it's a part-time job at a coffee shop or a shift at a supermarket. 20 hours is the limit while classes are running. Here's the part most people don't know. During official holiday periods, like the December break, that limit usually lifts, and you can work full-time. So the same student who's capped at 20 hours in October could work full-time in December once term ends for the holidays. The tricky part is what actually counts as work. It's not just full-time jobs. Any paid work under an employer counts toward that 20-hour cap, regardless of how small the shifts are. So that's employed work. But there's a completely different rule for anyone thinking about freelancing instead. And that one isn't a limit. It's a total ban. Now here's where the rules get a lot stricter. Freelancing. UK international students are legally banned from freelancing. 0% allowed, even part-time, even online. This affects hundreds of thousands of international students in the UK right now. Here's where it gets confusing. Selling your own old stuff is completely fine. That's just a personal sale, not a business. But the moment you start reselling for profit, freelancing on Fiverr or Upwork or dropshipping, that crosses into self-employment. And none of that is permitted on a student visa, no matter how small the income. The reasoning behind this rule is that a student visa is issued specifically for study, with employment treated as a side allowance, not a right to run a business. That's why even passive income like investing in stocks is generally fine. You're not actively running a trade. But anything that looks like a service or a shop crosses the line, and the consequences aren't small. If the Home Office catches a breach, they can cancel your visa on the spot, remove you from the UK, and ban you from re-entering for up to 10 years. In serious cases, it can even be treated as a criminal offense with prison time, though in practice, most breaches are dealt with through removal rather than prosecution. So that covers what you're allowed to earn and how. But even if you're working legally within the rules, you still might owe tax. Let's break that down next. Even if you're working completely within the rules, there's still one more thing that catches people off guard: tax. Every taxpayer in the UK, including students, gets a personal allowance. Right now, you can earn up to £12,570 a year, completely free of income tax. But there is a catch. If you are paid weekly, national insurance kicks in the moment you make over £242 in a single week. Hit that mark, and an 8% deduction applies to everything you earn between £242 and £967 in that week. Here's the key misunderstanding. Being a student does not automatically exempt you from tax. The exact same rules apply to you as anyone else. The only real difference is that most students, working part-time within the official 20-hour limit, simply don't earn enough to cross those thresholds in the first place. Even once you know what you can earn and what you'll owe, there's one more piece most students overlook: actually getting paid. To work in the UK, you'll eventually need two things: a bank account and a national insurance number. For the bank account, most major banks will ask for your passport, or BRP, proof of your UK address, and a letter confirming your student status. Some banks, like HSBC, offer accounts built specifically for international students, while others simply place new arrivals into a standard account instead. Here's the part that surprises people. You don't actually need your national insurance number before you start working. Plenty of students start their job first and apply for the number afterward. The catch is, until it comes through, you might be taxed at a higher emergency rate, though that usually gets refunded once everything's sorted. Since the process can take a few weeks, it's worth applying as early as possible, so you're not waiting on it once you've already started earning. So now you've got the full picture: how much you can work, what's completely off limits, what you'll owe, and how to actually get paid for it. So here's everything in one place. You can work up to 20 hours a week during term time, full-time during holidays. Freelancing, reselling for profit, and drop shipping are completely off limits, no matter how small the income. You'll owe tax the same as anyone else once you cross the personal allowance, and getting paid means sorting a bank account and a national insurance number early. Here's what stands out to me. Most of these rules aren't really about restricting students. They're built around the idea that a student visa is for studying first, earning second. The problem is, the rules don't always explain themselves clearly, so people break them by accident, not by intention. If you're an international student, which of these rules did you actually know before this video, and which one surprised you? Let me know in the comments, and if this helped, subscribe for more breakdowns like this on UK and European money and visa rules.